Hey y'all, Matt from CRV Garage, back for another project. 2005 CRV. Today we're going to do the driver's side engine, transmission mount. See that guy is down here. This thing is completely blown out. Alright, let's take a look. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pull this intake. I'm going to pull that whole intake box out of the way. Grab 2mm ratchet. Loosen this hose clamp. And there's a bolt here. Trusty little container for some bolts. Put it up here on the windshield. Got another 10mm back here. Here's the air box. There's one bolt here pulled out, bolt there. There is a nut back here. Over on this side, there is a plug. There's a little rubber plug. Just pop that guy out. There's another bolt under there. We're going to pull that out. I need an extra extension. It's 10mm. Oh, look at the size of that thing. Alright, so that's loose. We're going to take this hose clamp off. Loosen this hose clamp off a bit out of my way. You're already loosened here. Pull that back. Now let's see if this thing will just pull on out of here. Oops. That's it. Easy as that. Set that over here out of the way. Okay, with the intake out, you can see the mount down here. This is the part we're going to replace. This bracket is going to go back in the car. This mount right here is what we're going to replace. So to get this out, we're going to remove both these pieces together. So you got three 17mm here. You can see the one right on top. And the light again. Give me that. So you can see the one on top here. There's one down on each side. And then these three right here you can see. We are going to want to loosen this guy before we pull out. Before we get clear access to that, we're going to actually loosen this fuse panel right here to get a little better access. So for this fuse panel, there's two 10mm bolts underneath. Underneath. You got one over towards the fender. In the bucket. And then there is a let's see if you can see it. There's a plastic rivet that holds the rest of the last corner on. I'm going to try and just pop one of these trim tools down in there. Get it out of there. you go. That'll give you just a little bit extra room to get that back bolt. Now we're going to break this guy loose. Just loosen this one. Does not have to be break it loose in the car, that way you don't have to try and hold it once it's out of the car. Good old lever stick. Can't go wrong on these. Alright, that's good enough. We're going to put the jack underneath to support the transmission so it doesn't fall out. Not actually going to fall out, but it's going to try and move. Right here. You just need enough weight on it, it's not going to go anywhere. You don't need to lift the car or anything crazy. Okay. Grab my 3/8 impact. I got this 15-inch extension. It's probably a little excessive, but we got these two down here low. One. Two. We'll get this top one. So that's taking the three. These are the three that hold the mount to the body. Okay. This guy back out of the way. I'm going to loosen up the three that hold it to the transmission. Just loosen those guys up a little bit at a time. Make sure it doesn't want to go anywhere. Alright, looks good. It's loose. Pull it out. Nut. Nut. Bolt. Those were not bad. When I did this with my Element, it was terrible. I'm gonna pull this whole guy out. Alright, so now we're gonna take a look at this mount. See this mount? That should be connected right there. That's completely ripped, separated. This thing just clanking around down there. Completely ripped and separated up here. Just toast. So now we need to separate these two pieces. This aluminum bracket goes back in. This black piece gets replaced. And hopefully we loosen that up good enough in the car that we can just zip it off. Piece of cake. Alright, grab a new one. I bought this kit. This is a full kit, all the mounts. So let's just find the correct one. That guy. Get that out of the way. There's the new mount. It goes this way. You see they're the same. So one's a little prettier than the other. So we're gonna put this back in. And I'm gonna put just a tiny dab of anti-seize on there. In case I have to do this again someday. Just a little on the shaft, a tiny bit on the threads. I don't want much, but we get this started. I'm gonna leave it loose so we can rotate this guy, get it in and out of there. We're gonna set it back down in here, right where it came from. Line up the two studs on the transmission. Alright. Retighten up these three that are on the body. Put these back on. Two nuts back on. And start those. Ease them down. And we crank this guy down. Crank this guy down. Get those 6 bolts tight. Then we need to retighten this guy here. Make sure he's tight. 17mm open end. They got tight. We're gonna yeet this guy straight to the dumpster. I'll give you another view here so you can get a view how tore that thing is. This side's completely split at the top. Toast. Now we're back, pull that jack out, everything's tight. Oops, left my block under there. Jack's out, everything here is tight, supported, good to go. Let's put this guy back. Put the intake box back in. So this box, you'll see here there's two tubes. It's the intake side, and this goes to the engine. So this sucking fresh air. We're going to attempt to get that hooked up, and this one at the same time, as well as hitting that other tube there. Let's see what happens. Stuff it down in there. That on. Put this guy back on. It doesn't need to be super tight. Alright, this long guy goes back here. This short guy here. The nut was back here on this stud. Get my finger on that. Tight. These don't need to be crazy tight. Last thing you want to do is break one of these. And put that rubber plug back in there over that bolt over here. Maybe. Here we go. That's it. That's how we do the driver's side transmission mount on 2005 CRV. Clean up these tools and you're back on the road.